Welcome to the 34th National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame Foundation Queens Competition. Your host for the evening is an attorney, motivational speaker, graduate of Tennessee State University and Howard University School of Law. Please welcome Mrs. Leisha J. Reeves.
Good evening. Please rise for the singing of Lift Every Voice and Sing, to be sung by Dr. Sharon Jenkins Dingle, Miss National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame, 1990-1991.
Lift every voice and sing till the heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicings rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound as loud as the rolling sea. God of our all our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on our way, Thou who hast forever in the past, we pray. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory. Let us march on till victory is won.
And sisters, as we begin to worry when we watch reality television, and we wonder what is to become of the black woman, all we have to do is look at this stage.
Bubblegum popping, lip smacking, neck twirling, angry. They see like the worst type of scenario, and they, in their heads, that is the truth. Like that is what we all are.
Black women are loud. Black women are ignorant. Black women are, welfare queens. I think that's kind of the narrative that's been built through media.
How many people here would like to be treated like a normal black person in America? Nobody raised their hand. She said, okay, you didn't raise your hand. There's a reason for that, because you know there's a difference how black people and white people are treated.
And they're dying just because they're black and they're not even doing anything. Excuse me.
When you keep hearing these voices telling you you're beautiful, but you don't see that, you know, you're in constant conflict with yourself, and you don't see that on TV, you don't see it in magazines, you know.
The images that they do portray in the media, on television, and in the public of black people are rarely classy images. And so I think having a queen and a king from an HBCU as a public image is really important, because it shows people around the world, and just young black people, young kids, this is something that you can strive for. This is who you can be.
I am Maisha Wilkins, and I was Miss Tennessee State University,
Miss Black USA,
I was Miss Coppin State University,
Miss Plus America Elite,
Miss U.S. Virgin Islands,
Mr. North Carolina Central University,
Miss Black Maryland USA,
Miss Tennessee State University,
Miss North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University,
Miss Black Texas USA,
and I am a queen.
And I am a king.
And I am a queen.
And I am a king.
I'm rocking the tiara, if I don't say so myself.
And I am a king.
Hey everybody, I am Christina Joy. I'm the director and founder of the Arizona Plus America pageant, and I am a queen.
You're it.
Girl, don't be pulling my hair. You just mad I'm Indian and you got that nappy mess on top of your head.
Girl, bye. Girls kill me thinking they're better than somebody because their hair a little longer and their skin lighter than others.
Right, girl. You know I'm kidding. We are both beautiful black queens.
Right, melanin popping, okay?
When we grow up, we're going to be real queens like the ones at the HBCUs we see during homecoming season.
Yes, we are, and I can't wait.
Talk about good and bad hair, whether you're dark or you're fair. So you can go on and swear, see if I can, good and bad hair.
You can be all the things you've always wanted to be. Beautiful, sexy, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul glow.
Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. Best thing in the world. Never trade you for anybody else. In a brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. The best thing in the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Singing.
Hey.
colleges in the whole world, black people. I mean that in every sense, outside and inside. And to me, we have a culture that is surpassed by no other civilization, but we don't know anything about it.
Front line, ready for war. Where you gonna run? Get it loose, get it low, get it low. Why you get it loose, get it loose, get it low, get it low. Oh, gotta protect my praise, keep it locked in the safe. Don't make me get back to my ways. My power they never take. If you feel insignificant, you better think again. Better wake up because you're part of something way bigger. You're part of something way bigger. Not just a speck in the universe, not just some words in the Bible verse. You are the living word. You're part of something way bigger. Bigger than you, bigger than we, bigger than the picture they framed us to see. But now we see it. It ain't no secret, no. Understand that truth about that question in your soul. Look up, don't look down, then watch the answers unfold. Life is your birthright, they hit that in the fine print. Take the pen and rewrite it.
They say, you educate a man, you educate an individual. Educate a woman and you educate a nation. Be the queen that you are and you will attract that king. Be that significant change you want to be happening. But we must break the mental chains that we still shackled in. There's a war going on outside. Our battle's within.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this, is born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, was out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness, I just killed cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. Salute the truth and the prophecy. I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA.
This is why I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans than racism.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame Foundation, we welcome you to the 2019 annual competition of the Black College Queens. Let's give our queens and kings a round of applause for that opening number. The opening number was entitled Black Queens, The Gift, choreographed by Reginald Johnson, a former king himself, serving as Mr. HBCU and Mr. North Carolina A&T 2012-2013. He was assisted by another HBCU graduate from Virginia State University, Bree Norwood, also known as Madigan, who you will meet later on tonight when the performance comes. The awesome video that preceded the dance is a sneak peek of the HBCU Queens documentary by Tanisha Fordham, Miss National Black Hall of Fame 2008-2009, also a graduate of North Carolina A&T State University. Tonight, you will witness the intellect, beauty, and talent of 32 impressive young ladies as they vie for scholarships and the title of Miss National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame. You will be entertained and charmed by these queens who come from some of the nation's finest institutions of higher learning, historically Black colleges and universities. The competition of the Black College Queens is part of an annual NBCA Hall of Fame weekend, and 2019 marks the 34th year celebrating graduates of HBCUs and their accomplishments. This year's theme for the Hall of Fame weekend, HBCUs, still fulfilling the hopes and dreams of generations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to meet these young ladies? Without further ado, the grand processional will begin. And it's going to begin with one of our queens who was injured during the rehearsals. Our queens worked really hard. She is going to be escorted by Mr. HBCU, Jawan Durbin.
Majoring in social work from your North Carolina, I am Nyasia R. Luke, and I passionately serve as the 85th Miss Elizabeth City State University, home of the mighty Vikings. Majoring in rehabilitation services with a minor in dance from Chicago, Illinois. I am Cheyenne Cooper, the 80th Miss Alabama State University.
Majoring in forensic science with a minor in biology, hailing from Augusta, Georgia. I am Farron Ariel Nipple, and I humbly serve as the exuberant Miss Albany State University.
Majoring in business marketing, hailing from the Hollywood of the South, Atlanta, Georgia. I am Courtney Natasha Ingram, the 77th Miss Benedict College.
Majoring in psychology, all the way from Prince George's County, Maryland. I am Deanna Anaya Nelson, the 73rd Miss Bowie State University. Majoring in psychology from the best side, the west side, Los Angeles, California. I am Aretha Francis Bernard, the esteemed 31st Miss Clark, Atlanta University.
majoring in management communications, hailing from the charmed city of Baltimore, Maryland, I am Olivia Burton, serving as the 88th Miss Coppin State University.
Majoring in music and English, hailing from the City of Lights, Aurora, Illinois, I am Dartisha Latrinice Mosley, the 84th Miss Fisk University.
Majoring in business management with a concentration in marketing, hailing all the way from Moultrie, Georgia. I am Tykeria Moore, the 82nd Miss Fort Valley State University.
Majoring in business administration with a concentration in management, arriving from St. Louis, Missouri. I am Malika Rahima Johnson, and I am the 15th Miss Harris-Stowe State University.
Majoring in strategic legal management communications, hailing from Montgomery, Alabama, I am Kyla Christian Cole, the 81st Miss Howard University.
A music education major, hailing all the way from San Antonio, Texas. My name is Talise Nicole Hayes, and I proudly and humbly serve as the 67th Miss Houston Tillotson University. Thank you.
Majoring in biology with a minor in chemistry, hailing from the top of the boot, Shreveport, Louisiana. I am Shartavia Graggs, the 82nd Miss Jarvis Christian College.
Majoring in dance and minoring in communication, born and raised in Kinston, North Carolina, I am Janiyah Miller, the 93rd Miss Johnson C. Smith University. Majoring in interdisciplinary studies of criminal justice and art, hailing from the southern parts of Memphis, Tennessee, I am Raquel Clinique Ransom, Miss Lemoyne Owen College. Majoring in nursing from Memphis, Tennessee, I am Kiana Marshall Hunter, the 95th Miss Lincoln University of Missouri. Majoring in communications, coming to you from Fort Washington, Maryland, I am Courtney Victoria Hughes, the 46th Miss Lincoln University of Pennsylvania. Majoring in biology, hailing from Dallas, Texas, I am Shantavia Patrice Wright, the 90th Miss Livingstone College. Majoring in health science on the pre-medicine track and coming to you from the historic Stone Mountain, Georgia, I am Deanna Nicole Lanier, the 83rd Miss Morehouse College.
Majoring in strategic communication, hailing from the city that breeds the boldest and the brightest, Brooklyn, New York. I am Erica Marie Knox, the 75th Miss Morgan State University.
Majoring in business entrepreneurship from the sunniest side, Houston, Texas. I am Sandrika Monique Ann Citizen, and I'm the fabulous 47th Miss Norfolk State University.
Double majoring in biological engineering and applied mathematics from me, Prince George's County, Maryland. I am Diamond Shekinah Mangrum, and I have the honor of serving as the 85th Miss North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University.
Majoring in business administration with a concentration in human resources, hailing all the way from the capital city in the state of lovers, Richmond, Virginia. I am Tiaja Lene Woodson, serving as the 77th Miss North Carolina Central University.
Majoring in mathematics with a concentration in secondary education from Riverdale, Georgia. I am Aaliyah Elaine Buckholz, and I humbly serve as the 82nd Miss Savannah State University.
Majoring in political science with a double major in creative writing and Spanish, hailing from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I am Tangela Chantrice Mitchell, and I serve as the 36th Miss Spelman College. Majoring in psychology, hailing all the way from the beautiful and scenic city of Chattanooga, Tennessee. I am Deja Alexandria Billingsley, and I humbly and gratefully serve as Miss Talladega College.
Majoring in business administration with a concentration in supply chain management, hailing from the blue city of Memphis, Tennessee. I am Jada Janice Crisp, the 90th Miss Tennessee State University. Majoring in speech communication, born in the city where giants are made, Chicago, Illinois. I am Aduola Rachel O'Shinniga, the 72nd Miss Texas Southern University.
Majoring in the only aviation program in Maryland, hailing from the Valley of the Sun of Phoenix, Arizona. I am Sarah Adamumi, the 51st Miss University of Maryland Eastern Shore.
Majoring in business administration with a minor in political science. All the way from the ever so sunny Virgin Islands, I am Sharquan Aaliyah Henry, and I humbly serve as Miss University of the Virgin Islands.
Majoring in sociology from Virginia Beach, Virginia, I am Diana Ziania Lee, and I humbly serve as the 91st Miss Virginia State University.
in communications with a minor in speech, bringing you love and greetings from Durham, North Carolina. I am Taylor Alexandria Walker, and I serve with the utmost pride as the 80th Miss Winston-Salem State University.
My. And now we will bring all of our participants for the 2019 competition of Black College Queens back to the stage. Let's give them a round of applause as they come. Don't they look absolutely beautiful? Let's give the queens one more round of applause. And now, we'd like to thank you for all of your support. Thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate it. Earlier this week, thank you, the Queens had preliminary competitions in presentation and image, oratory, and talent to select the top 10. They were judged by a completely different panel of judges than the ones you see here tonight. The preliminary scores were tabulated by the certified public accounting firm Martin, Harp, Sifo and Company, and the results have been kept in the strictest of confidence. Serving as an official scorer tonight is the managing partner, Mitchell Martin. Mr. Martin, may we have the results? It's that time. Ladies, are you ready? Are you nervous? In no particular order, here are the top 10. Miss Winston-Salem State University. Miss Texas Southern University. Miss University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Miss Virginia State University. Miss Howard University. Miss Spelman College. Miss Fisk University. Miss Houston-Tillotson University. Miss Tennessee State University. And rounding out the top 10, Miss University of the Virgin Islands. Let's give them all a big round of applause. As our participating queens take their seat, let's show them some love for all of their hard work and dedication to their universities. These youngs, they deserve a standing ovation. Oh, you can still do better than that. They've been working really hard. They've been in rehearsals. They've been to breakfast, lunches, dinners, workshops. It takes a lot of courage and determination to participate in a pageant at such a high level, and these ladies did an awesome, awesome job. Oh, that's right. They deserve all the applause. They deserve all the applause. Let us again acknowledge our top 10 contestants. Our top 10 contestants will compete tonight for the title of Miss NBCA Hall of Fame. Let's give them all a round of applause as they exit the stage. Absolute beauty. Black girl magic. The participants of the competition of the Black College Queens symbolize the wealth of talent that our historically Black colleges and universities continue to produce. This event gives us the opportunity to see the reigning queens from HBCUs as they showcase their intellect, poise, inner and outer beauty. Tonight, you will witness as the Queen of Queens is selected. The judges who selected the top 10 during the preliminary competition are listed in your program book. If any of the preliminary judges are here tonight, please stand to be recognized. There we have some. Give them a round of applause. They did an awesome job selecting the top 10. Now, let's meet the people who have the difficult task of judging tonight's competition. Please stand and be recognized when your name is called. Renowned poet, author, and activist, Hank Stewart. Empowerment expert, global philanthropist, and founder of the Miss Black USA pageant, Karen Arrington. You can do better than that for our judges who came out to support tonight. The United States Navy officer, recipient of the Freedom Foundation Medal Award, pilot, author, and motivational speaker, Drew Timothy Brown III. CEO, Chief Visionary Officer of Multimedia, Executive Producer of the Miss Black America pageant, Aletha Anderson. Dancer, singer, actor, choreographer, CEO, and National Director of the Mr. United States organization, Avery D. Wilson. Celebrity fashion designer, actor, TV personality from the House of Chappelle, Rico Chappelle. First reigning African American Miss Georgia, 15 plus years in radio and film, Melissa Chambers. Lastly, former NFL wide receiver, winner of Super Bowl 48 with the Seahawks, Ricardo Lockett. Please give tonight's judges a big round of applause. The official timekeeper is Judge Barbara Mobley. Our judges coordinator is Kimberly Griffin. And you met Mr. Mitch Martin earlier, the certified public accountant and official scorekeeper. We would like to also thank some of our sponsors for the competition. Aspire and the HBCU More Than Tea Tour, fueled by Tivana. Let's give our sponsors a big round of applause. King's Lunch and Learn Tour, sponsored by Atlanta Slim and Husky's Pizza. King and Queen's Outing, hosted by Nancy's Pizza. Queen's T-shirt, sponsored by CMIT Solutions. Claps are getting smaller. Queens and Kings, My Black is Beautiful T-shirts, sponsored by Procter & Gamble. Now, we saw the HBCU Kings in the opening number, but let's get to know them a little bit better. This week, these young men have accompanied their queens as they have visited local schools, attended leadership workshops, and participated in various activities. Let's meet our 2019-2020 HBCU Kings.
Majoring in biology, hailing from the beautiful cherry blossom capital city of Macon, Georgia. I am Saxton, Niall, Jordan, Micah, Keat, and I currently serve as the sensational 6th Mr. Benedict College.
Majoring in communications with a concentration in broadcast journalism. Coming from Prince George's County, Maryland, I am Roland E. Reynolds Jr., and I am serving, yes, I said serving, as the 27th Mr. Bowie State University.
Majoring in business administration with a dual concentration in finance and financial planning. From Little Rock, Arkansas, by way of Fort Worth, Texas. I am T. Jordan Jeremiah LaFrance Carter, and I humbly serve as the inaugural Mr. Clark, Atlanta University.
Majoring in media studies, hailing from the great city of Decatur, Georgia. I am Ryan Thurman, the 12th Mr. Fort Valley State University.
Majoring in strategic, legal, and management communications. Minoring in economics from Brooklyn and Westchester, New York. I am Grant Christian Benjamin Robertson, the 43rd Mr. Howard University.
Majoring in kinesiology from Dallas, Texas. I am Christopher Ortiz Jr., the 20th Mr. Jarvis Christian College.
Majoring in sports management from all the way from Tampa Bay, Florida. I am Charles Edward Langston, and I humbly serve as your 9th Mr. Johnson C. Smith University.
Majoring in mathematics from Lusaka, Zambia. I am Joe Mvula, Mr. Lamont Owen College.
Majoring in civil engineering technology with a minor in marketing. From the great city of champions, East St. Louis, Illinois, I am Michael Parks, and I serve as the 17th Mr. Lincoln University of Missouri.
Majoring in business management with a minor in entrepreneurship. Hailing from the County of Kings, Brooklyn, New York. I am Daquan Starmel Thompson, the 28th Mr. Lincoln University of Pennsylvania.
Majoring in business administration with a concentration of marketing. Hailing from the east side of Columbus, Ohio, I am Jalen Elijah Lewis, the 15th Mr. Livingstone College.
Majoring in marketing from the sensational city of Silver Spring, Maryland. I am Monley Julian, the 32nd Mr. Morgan State University.
Majoring in economics with a concentration in law, hailing from South Haven, Michigan, I am Armani Lamont May. I serve as the 12th Mr. North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. Thank you.
Majoring in business accounting. Hailing from the Hollywood of the South, Atlanta, Georgia. I am Antoine Martavius Yarbrough, serving as the 4th Mr. Savannah State University.
Majoring business accounting from Senegal, West Africa. I am Sheikh Ahmed Bamba, the 15th Mr. Talladega College.
Majoring in mass communications with a concentration in integrated marketing from Grand Rapids, Michigan, I am Demir Murr, serving as the 29th Mr. Tennessee State University.
Majoring in communications with a concentration in broadcast journalism. From the one and only Los Angeles, California, I am Adonis Warren, and I humbly serve as the 11th Mr. Texas Southern University.
Majoring in exercise science from the beautiful Miami, Florida, I am Hector Seaman, and I am your 24th Mr. University of Maryland, Eastern Shore. Thank you.
Majoring in business management, hailing from the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina, I am Fredericks Sanders Jr., and I humbly serve as your 29th Mr. Virginia State University.
Majoring in political science with a concentration in public administration. From the state of Lovers, Norfolk, Virginia, I am Cambry Durante Stevens, and I work and serve as the 46th Mr. Winston-Salem State University.
Majoring and excelling in sociology from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. I am Jawan Taylor Durbin, and I graciously serve as the 15th Mr. Historically Black Colleges and Universities, the king of all kings. Thank you.
Let's give another big round of applause for all of our HBCU kings. Now let's get started. The judging process for tonight is as follows. The top 10 will each perform their talent. After these scores are tabulated, the 5 finalists will be determined. The 5 finalists will then compete in oratory, poise, and projection, which is the evening gown segment. Then question and answer. After those scores are tabulated, the winner will be determined. Shall we begin? The first segment to be judged is talent. In this section, each queen will perform the talent of her choice and can earn up to 25 points. Point allocation is as follows: 10 points for originality, 10 points for confidence, and 5 points for costume. There is a 3-minute time limit for talent. Let's begin with contestant number 1, Miss Fisk University, Dartisha Mosley. As they're getting prepared,
when you get caught in the rain with nowhere to run, when you get caught in the rain with nowhere to run, when you're distraught and in pain without anyone, and if you keep falling down, don't you dare give in. You will arise safe and sound, and you'll find what you need to prevail. I can make it through the rain. I can stand up once again on my own, and I know that I'm strong enough to mend. And every time I feel afraid, I hold tighter to my faith, and I live one more day, and I'll make it through the rain. And when the wind blows and shadows grow close, don't be afraid. There's nothing you can't face, and sure they'll tell you you never pull through. Don't hesitate, but stand tall and say, yeah, I can make it through the rain.
Miss Fisk University, Dartisha Mosley, performing Through the Rain, an empowering story of perseverance and self-encouragement. As we get ready for our second contestant, please welcome Miss Howard University, Kyla Cole. She will be performing an original spoken word entitled Little Brown Skin Girl.
Little brown-skinned girl. Sometimes you'll feel alone in this world and your strength will be defined by the way you articulate to your mind. Little brown-skinned girl, I know you because I am you. You sew on smiles to make up for the miles you gave them, knowing they didn't deserve the whip of your tongue that is considered sass, that is just a reflection of your mind moving so fast. Everything about you they'll criticize, like the way you don't fit the size they provide, like, oh, it's too big, it's too short, it's too small, it's too long, or how they can do things to get our men. But maybe it's because they had men to raise them so they don't cause problems or speak their minds, because they're not hypnotized into thinking their strength and power is minimized. Like maybe if I shut my mouth, I'll be worth the time, and my HBCU won't be patronized. Like an education dedicated to strengthening my mind won't be terrorized. Like my ancestors were victimized. Oh, they only went there because they had to. Times have changed, so why would you want to? But why would you want to? Be in a place where they wouldn't love you, cherish you, nourish you? Years ago, when blood was shed? Little brown-skinned girl, it's not a want, it's a need to see people like me flourishing, to look pain in the face and prevail, to know that you're not alone anymore, to know that when they pinned you to the floor, you weren't the only brown-skinned girl there that night. And when they called you fast and told you you asked for it, you weren't the only brown-skinned girl in that fight. And when you feel lost and you experience loss, to know that I feel you because I've been there too. And when the world tells you that emotions are weakness, I will build you a boat of support and we will sail away on your tears. Because you are greater than they will ever see. Because we are descendants of royalty. So when you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, know that you have all of us to lift the boulders. Because you won't be a little brown-skinned girl forever. But luckily, you aren't the only brown-skinned woman ever.
That's right,
As our crew gets the stage prepared for our next contestant, are you enjoying yourself so far this evening? Turn to your neighbor and say, "You sure look good." Turn to your other neighbor and say, "I don't look bad myself." Sometimes you gotta encourage your own self. Give it up for Mr. Jimmy Lutteran. Our third contestant, Ms. Houston Tillotson University, Talise Hayes, will be performing Never Enough from The Greatest Showman.
Trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me. It's getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? My hand, share this with me, 'cause darling, without shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me.
Our fourth contestant, Miss Spelman College, Tangela Mitchell, will be performing an original spoken word piece entitled Moonchild.
As a kid, I never really sat and gazed at the moon. Kids in the hood know not to stare at anything for too long, that their curiosity can write checks, their street cred can't get cash. Ain't it a shame? We, all starlight and cosmic body, fixed on cracked orbits around the way, too lunar for Earth, but foreign to the things of space. I was 10 years old when I realized I was half moon dust. Orbiting from school to school, looking for one that would fit me, but the classrooms were always too tight, housed curriculums that cut off my circulation. She too smart, they'd say. Lock her, and whatever light she refuses to dim in a house of dead things, fashion her a desk from the bones of those who came before her, gift her a skin-sewn textbook printed in a bloody ink. We will teach her to be alive enough to use, but dead enough not to question us. Don't you know? This classroom be black hole. There is no light we cannot trap. Don't you know? This classroom be graveyard. We specialize in burying the dead. Send her to us and she will learn that her corpse will serve her better than her body ever did. Enter sun. Sun says, wait, this be no average orb or casual cosmic cluster. This is moon. Do you see her sweater of sparkles? When I retire for the day, it is her brilliance that guides your nights. She revolves around you and you forget she is doing you a favor. Do you see her craters? She has bared hits harder than you. Is child of a people who spend their lives bracing for impact, or did you not know there are more where she came from? Folks of a celestial heritage, women with stars for teeth, and men who hide meteors in their pockets. The hood and space have more in common than you think, both home to black stars, both phenomena of nature this planet can't wrap its head around. The truth is, nothing as earth as you could grasp the otherworldly. You see the moon and seek to destroy her, but you cannot unhinge a galaxy you did not create. Look in the face of rebellious luminance and know, this moon you deemed crescent, gibbous, and half will always be unfazed and full.
Our fifth contestant will be Miss Tennessee State University, Jada Chris. She will be performing an original monologue entitled Born Different.
The year is 1835 in Charleston, South Carolina. I don't exactly resemble my mammy or my pappy or my brothers, but mama say ain't nothing wrong with me. Some people just born different.
Why y'all looking at me so awkward like? Ain't you ever seen a Negro girl watering flowers? These here flowers is Miss Nancy's pride and joy. And the only thing she love more than these flowers is the only child, Emily. And I take care of them both. My mammy say if Miss Nancy trusts me with her flowers and her Emily, then she must think something of me. Even if she just downright mean to me at times. But mama say mean folks ain't got to have no reason to be mean. That might just be how they are. My mama been working in a Johnson house since she was a little girl just like me. And if she survived the pure wrath of Miss Nancy, I will too. But you know who ain't mean to me and mama? Mr. Johnson. You know, one day they didn't know I was coming down the hallway, and I overheard Mr. Johnson call my mama beautiful. Now, I done heard Mr. Johnson call Negro women a lot of things, but I ain't never heard him call one beautiful. Guess it got a particular liking for me and mama. As a matter of fact, mama told me when it was time for her to take me down to the photographer business for the very first time, Mr. Johnson snuck one of Emily's dresses. And if Miss Nancy ever seen this photo, she'd probably kill us dead with a bare hands. That was mighty brave and generous of Mr. Johnson, don't you think? Growing up in this house ain't been easy, and living outside of it ain't much better. Miss Nancy's always catching me by myself, slapping my food out my hand, spitting in my face, telling me how much she hates to see my face. And then out there, your car telling you ain't black enough to be black. Say, you the whitest nigga I ever seen, and that I'm the mouse's daughter. Don't you think that's it? But so, I just gotta act like I don't. Cause mama say, ain't nothing wrong with me. Some people just born different. Some people just born different.
Our next contestant, Miss Texas Southern University, Adunola Rachel Ushunaba. She will be performing a tribal dance. She normally performs this with fire, but the Hyatt said no. So she had to improvise tonight. Please welcome Miss Texas Southern University, Adunola Rachel Ushunaba.
I got the power, me I know the border. I know the footballer, but I sabi do the Ronaldo. I got the power, me I know the border. I know the footballer, but I sabi do the Ronaldo. Take it, Alaji. Take it, Alaji. Oh yeah, show, no wahala. You dey making me go mad, baby go harder. You dey making me wanna craze.
Yeah, and the wind is talking. Yeah, for the very first time. Well, the melody that pulls you towards it, painting pictures of paradise. Saying, rise up to the light in the sky. Yeah, watch the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, spirit, watch the heavens open. Yeah, spirit, can you hear it calling? Yeah. As our prop team sets up for our next contestant, if you love your HBCU, turn to your neighbor and say, I love my HBCU. And our seventh contestant. And we are here loving each other to support our seventh contestant. Thank you so much for all of your support. We really do appreciate it. Our seventh contestant is Miss University of Maryland Eastern Shore, Sarah Alumni. She will be performing a joyful monologue as an airline stewardess working first class for HBCUs.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Sarah, your chief flight attendant this evening. On behalf of the captain and the entire crew, welcome aboard HBCU Airlines Flight 1837, non-stop service to the motherland. Alumni, marked by our Frequent Flyers button, are already aware of our special amenities that set us apart from other airlines. As you ride, enjoy the various options of our talented performers, from the sonic boom of HBCU bands to our beautiful majorettes dancing in the stands. Tonight, we have a divine selection of in-flight movies if you like to stomp the yard. And although it's not Wednesday, shortly we'll be serving the finger-licking delicacy that is soul food. If you want to spice it up a bit, approach any one of our flight attendants because they have hot sauce in their bags. Is that a $20 bill on the floor? And now that I have your attention, here's some important safety information. If you don't like fun, we have emergency exits located in the front, back, and sides of the plane. As with any airline, fasten your seatbelt as we may be expecting a bit of turbulence during this flight. This may lead to tears, anxiety, breaking down, as you may have already stayed up for 24 hours, losing sleep, losing weight because of the amount of stress in your life, crying so much that it leads to a water evacuation. Take comfort that we have life vests. Simply place the jacket over your head and place the vest and take it off only after leaving the aircraft. Waves may arise, but they will not capsize you. So grab the person closest to you and swag surf to safety. Watch your step as you head towards the lavatory, because if you fall, you may just sit there for an extra 2 hours while you have a mental breakdown because of classes, finances, and sometimes for no reason at all. Do you know why I break down? From being stretched so thin. In this event, take caution that we have oxygen masks. Simply place a thing over you. It'll secure the elastic band over your head and breathe normally. If you have a layover from one semester to the next, or even take the whole year off, remember the importance of your destination. If you're graduating to new altitudes, beware of post-flight depression. But no fear, you'll always be welcome back home, for homecoming, that is. In the midst of it all, while we may be similar to other airlines, remember, there is no experience like our flight experience. As always, thank you for flying HBCU Airlines, and try your best to enjoy the rest of your flight. Thank you.
As our prop crew is getting set for our next performer, if any parents are in the audience, please give them a big round of applause. And now, our 8th contestant, Miss University of the Virgin Islands, Shaquan Henry. She will be performing a dramatic talent entitled, Where I Come From.
Where I come from, black is a metaphor. Where I come from, black is not just a pigment. It is purpose. It is power. It is the evolution of a people who are proud to be black. Where I come from, black women are backbones, bending their backs since slavery, since civil rights, till now. Black women are bending, but never breaking. Black women are plowing plantations in their backyards, in their communities. They are sowing seeds of strength and harvesting crops of success. We warriors, we have won since birth, yet we still fight to protect ourselves, to protect our worth. We are selfless, thinking of ourselves less to give our families more. We gems, when will we stop sitting to the back of buses as if our shine doesn't bring light to this cold, dark world? Because where we come from, black women are roots like Harriet Tubman. We are the way out of suppression like Mary Bethune. We are educators and we are our own voice like Oprah. We sisters. There's a global genealogy that gyrates through our veins when we come together and raise each other up. Because where we come from, freedom is hung by fair, equality is tortured by segregation, opportunity is beaten by oppression, rights are infringed upon by restraint. Bullets are words and words are weapons. But where we are going, black sister, we must ensure that bravery fights fair, that community conquers division, that determination defeats oppression, and that righteousness overcomes restraint. Where we are going, we are the authors and we are the storytellers. We are the salt, and it is our season to break our chains. Ever forward to where we must be, black sister, but never forgetting from where we came.
Our 9th contestant, Miss Virginia State University, Deanna Lee. She will be performing an original spoken word piece entitled The Rebirth.
Hold on to me.
I know what it's like to feel nothing and to feel everything at the same time. Brick house and bunk bed futon, floor pallets, siblings through marriage, sometimes same mom, sometimes different daddy, sometimes struggle, sometimes starve, sometimes Sunday sun kissed the window through the kitchen. Have you ever cried? Have you ever died on the inside? I know how to rot and hold a smile, how to pretend my body isn't aching on the inside, how to uncage my chest, how to force my lips and Moses' seas from parting against each other. I know how to pretend, so they won't ask me what's wrong. I'm 6, afraid of my cousin's hands, held this secret as tight as his hands would hold onto me. I'm 8, hiding behind walls caved in by man's hands. I'm 10, researching bleaching remedies to cure this chocolate skin. 15, hoping this boy would love me. How many in my life never knew how to? 16, fighting rejection, fighting addiction, one that runs in the blood of these veins. Don't you know how hard it is to break generational curses? 17, lying across tile floor after failed attempt at suicidal overdose. See, suicide ain't cute on a black girl, and neither is being an outcast, and neither is low self-esteem. They want me to take depression off like it's an outfit, so I drift and I slip away, because death has to be a better consequence than the hell that I'm already living in. Until a voice says, hold on, Deanna. Don't you know that you are the sun? That you make light radiate off your scars like a glass mirror? That you are an anomaly? Deanna, hold on and breathe like it's the first breath you have ever taken, and step like it's the first step you have ever taken. It's not that they don't love you, they just don't understand you yet. Because I see you, Deanna. I see you, Deanna. God sees you. I saw you from the minute that I created you. So walk. You walk, girl. Walk. Because you hold power. They made black women hold generations in their wombs.
Miss Virginia State University, Deanna Lee. Our 10th contestant, Miss Winston-Salem State University, Taylor Walker. She will be performing a Broadway musical medley entitled Tailor Made by God that will take you on a journey to self-love.
Look at me, I am changing, trying every way I can. I am changing, I'll be better than I am.
You're changing what? Your clothes? You look the same as yesterday, honey. The same old Tay. You will never be beautiful.
I don't need you to love me. Got my house, it still keeps the cold out. Got my chair, though my body might hold out. doing good like they supposed to. Showing my heart to the folks that I'm close to. Got my eyes, though they don't see it's far now. They see more just how things really are now. I'm gonna take a deep breath. Hey, I'm gonna hold my head up. I'm gonna put my shoulders back and look you straight in the eye. I'm gonna flirt with somebody as they while by. I'm gonna sing.
Girl, look at all these queens, and then look at you. You could never compete.
Love me. Love me. Love me.
Never.
I'm gonna love.
You have been tailor-made by God, fearfully and wonderfully created.
Miss Winston-Salem State University, Taylor Walker. Let's give all of our queens a round of applause for their remarkable talents. Now, as we wait for the judges to tabulate, let's enjoy a little entertainment. Please put your left and your right hand together for Bree Norwood, also known as Mannequin.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? My name is Mannequin. That is Mannequin. And I am the queen of Neo Swing. I hail from Fort Washington, Maryland. I just want to shake up the room a little bit, warm it up some with a little call and response. Is that all right with you guys over here? All right. I want you to repeat after me. Love, 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 love. Love, 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 love. Do you want it on your collard greens? Do you want it on your candy sweets?
Do you want it on your candy sweets?
Do you want it on your? Do you want it on your? Do you? Do you want it on your rice and gravy? Do you want it on your biscuits, baby? Do you want it on your black eye? Hey, give it to me, give it to me, give it. DJ, you can hit that music. Did you say I've got a lot to learn? Well, And if this is the perfect spot to learn, teach me tonight, starting with the ABC of it, way down to the XYZ of it, and help me solve the mystery of it. Go on and teach me tonight. Teach me tonight. All right, guys, I'm going to take you back to the Harlem Renaissance. My favorite era, as you can see, with little Duke Ellington. A 5, 6, 7, 8. It don't mean a thing, if it ain't got that swing. Well, it makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Well, you get that little bit of rhythm, everything you got. It don't mean a thing, if it ain't got that swing. Square, do I do that, do I do it, do I do it, do it. Again, I go by the name of Mannequin. You guys have been an awesome audience tonight. Right now, I'm about to sing for you my debut single. It's called Run. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, everywhere. I hope you enjoy it. Can y'all clap with me real quick? Can I get a little clap? Word around town, you been out in the streets, man, out there cheating on me. Lying in my street, baby, I just can't believe it. Quit the play now, what's it gonna be? I'm an independent lady, stack my money, I ain't lazy. Up the pride, I need to know the truth. Cause I'm sick and daddy, strong and brave, I'm a baddie, fool me once, now the joke's on you. And you ain't even sorry you got caught, baby. This ain't me the excuses, ain't but losing any sleep lately. It's time to pay the pipe from Mr. Love, you've been retired right now. Now, clap your hands, y'all, hey. My, honey, time to kill the fun. Up here thinking that you really want. Down that street, taking no risk, no man. Yeah, I got your tongue, going out there. And baby, just know you and me and you are done. I fell in love with you, true love, I never knew you'd be out there cheating on me. Ladies, have we ever been cheated on? You couldn't believe it? Huh. Let me tell you. Move over, you really playing me. Time after time you escape to me, but you never replace me. Hey, you ain't even sorry, you just sorry you got caught, baby. This ain't me the excuses, ain't but losing any sleep lately. It's time to pay the pipe on Mr. Lie right now. Now. My honey, time to kill the fun. Up here thinking that you really want. Down that street, taking no risk, no man. Yeah, I got your tongue, we're going out there. And baby, just know you and me and you are done. Run, cheetah, better run. Run, Caesar, better run. Run, deceiver, better run. You better run. My, honey, time to kill the fun. Up here thinking that you really want. Down that street, taking no risk from no man. Yeah, I got your tongue, going out there. And baby, just know you and me and you are done. So get the hell out of here and run. Thank you so much, guys. You can follow me at I Am Mannequin. That is IAMMANNEQUIN. I want to thank you and a good night.
One more time. Show some love for Mannequin. It is a wonderful evening to see all of these beautiful young ladies, is it not? Then let's welcome our top 10 contestants back to the stage. As they're preparing to come now, start clapping for these beautiful, beautiful contestants. Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin, are we ready to see who the top 5 will be? Our judges are getting ready to give me that information. As they're preparing to provide me with that information, let's give it up for all the advisors who are supporting and bringing our students to wonderful events like this. That's right. They have done so much for so little with so long, they are not qualified to do anything with nothing. Our advisors. Now let's give a big round of applause for everyone who makes this weekend possible. Mr. Martin looks like he's ready. The results are in. The 5 queens who will be moving forward are as follows, in no particular order. Miss Virginia State University. Miss Winston-Salem State University. Miss Tennessee State University. Miss University of Maryland, Eastern Shore. And rounding out our top 5 finalists, Miss Spelman College. Let's give all of these ladies a big rounding applause. Oh, you can do better than that. Give it up for our top 5. As our queens are about to exit the stage after a picture, looks like. Did they not work hard? As our top 5 exit as well. Our next category is the oratory competition. In this segment, the Queen will demonstrate her intellect by how well she has prepared her speech, the content and delivery of her speech. This year's topic is the HBCU effect, the weight and gravity of our reach. There is a 3-minute time limit for oratory. Each queen can earn up to 30 points. Please welcome our first contestant, Miss Spelman College.
Since the founding of the first historically black university in 1837, HBCUs have acted as the premier mechanism through which our people are educated, elevated, and cultivated. As a system that began because our white counterparts would not allow us into their institutions, HBCUs reflect a value intrinsic to black folks and our experiences. We make the best of even the worst of circumstances. And now, here we are, 182 years later, still acting as cultural incubators, still building and transforming communities, still providing the type of specialized education essential for black folks in America, still tending to the emotional, spiritual, and professional development of the next generation of black change makers. According to a report published by the UNCF, HBCUs generate $14.8 billion in economic impact annually. We create over 134,000 jobs in our local and regional communities. We are a leading producer of black professionals in all industries and fields. But our worth, our true worth, cannot be cheapened to statistics. The real value of HBCUs cannot be totally quantified. The way we have contributed to the development of this country, how we personify its most salient values, leads me to one declaration. Historically black colleges and universities are an indispensable thread in the American fabric, and as such, our preservation and continuance is an American issue and responsibility. It would behoove this nation to accept what we already know to be true. Without HBCUs, you lose the most important element of education. That is, to give back to the communities, the nation, and the world from whence we come. That is our legacy. That is our history. And that is our significance.
Our next contestant for oratory, Miss Tennessee State University, Jada Crisp.
Weight, gravity, height, depth, measurements. And measurements determine the value of things by comparing them to a standard. And when it comes to the world of academia for African Americans, HBCUs have set that standard for 182 years. Weights, gravity, height, depth. Since the establishment of the first historically black colleges and universities dating all the way back to the 1800s, HBCUs served as a catalyst to large weight of success that this country has ever seen, and the gravity of what it has yet to imagine. Created as a means for our ancestors to receive a proper education, our HBCUs have done just that and more. Offering more than education, HBCUs offer hope, opportunity, community, and most importantly, a foundation for people like you and me to realize our purpose and our greatest potential. This is the weight, the gravity, the height, and the depth of our reach. This is the HBCU effect, And that effect has been mending the effects of slavery, 439 years of captivity, healing the effects of bigotry, from Thomas Jefferson to Donald Trump, and rectifying the effects of a crooked school system ran by a crooked political system, and ultimately a crooked world system that has never intended to fully educate the black mind. Weights, gravity, height, depth. Undeniable and unparalleled, over half of all African American professionals are graduates of HBCUs. 70% of African American dentists and physicians earn degrees from HBCUs. 50% of all black teachers were educated at HBCUs. Nearly half of the members of the Congressional Black Caucus attended an HBCU. And though our institutions have survived off of only 1/8 of a monetary endowment of the average PWI, we have sent our very own into every corner of the world, in every field of study, in every human endeavor. And if we must, we can take it from the Board of Education to the borough of Staten Island, New York. Weight, 330 pounds. Gravity, loving father and friends. Height, 6'3". Depth, 6 feet under. Eric Gardner, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, Jordan Davis, because sometimes the weight, gravity, and height of our reach is our ability to reach both arms around the black community and love it when it seems the rest of the world hates it. That's the HBCU effect. So whether you're educated at Wiley College, home of the great debaters, molded at Howard University, the mecca of black education, or matriculating through the hallmarks of Tennessee State University, the land of golden sunshine, we all can agree that our reach should never be in question. Weight, gravity, height, depth. That is the HBCU effect. Thank you. You've been an almighty God.
Our next contestant, Miss University of Maryland Eastern Shore, Sarah Adewumi.
To plant a seed is to reach for tomorrow. Tom Joyner, Spike Lee, Thurgood Marshall. What do these 3 people all have in common? An HBCU. And not just notable alumni, but what are they really famous for? Planting, giving back. You see, from 1837 to the present, historically black colleges and universities, or HBCUs, have been planting seeds for not just black communities, but striving and thriving to keep the legacy alive. But what legacy is that? Something called the HBCU effect. You see, when I was growing up in the predominantly white neighborhoods of Phoenix, Arizona, I did not know what an HBCU was or any effect until about my junior year of high school, when I came to hear a graduation speech from a man who spoke about the importance of planting seeds and watering your dreams. This man was Tom Joyner. Now, he definitely touched something that was rooted deep inside me, and 2 years later, I found myself planted at an HBCU like him. And looking around, I see to my left Haitians, Jamaicans, Nigerians like me, and to my right, I see Queens, marching bands. I'm still looking for financial aid, but I think to myself, this is what it's about. This is the HBCU effect. You see, someone saw the potential in me, watered me so that I could bloom, the essence of an HBCU. And each time we do just that, each time we give back, tend to that tree, water that garden, the outcome is Starletta Dubois, Maya Angelou, Langston Hughes. And when they ask why an HBCU, ask them, why not? Tell them we know why the cage bird sings. Tell them we are the dream. Tell them, because let me tell you, HBCUs are here to stay. Those same roots that were planted in 1837 are still here today, and we are the fruit that it bears. Giving back to the next generation and to those that will follow. Because to plant a garden is to reach for tomorrow. Tomorrow's HBCU students, tomorrow's HBCU alumni, tomorrow as HBCU family. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the HBCU effect. Thank you.
Our next contestant that's not the contestant. Our next contestant, Miss Virginia State University, Dayana Lee.
The brain equals an HBCU's legacy. The skull equals protector or preserver. What is the brain without the skull to preserve it? The brain must be preserved by the skull. See, I'm no doctor, but I know a thing or two about the brain, mostly because I Googled it. But if you would please raise your right hand and touch your skull. Your skull represents preservation, protection, and sustainability. While that 3-pound gray mass that's floating inside of it, the brain, that represents legacy. It represents the past, the present, and the future. It determines who you were yesterday, who you are today, and who you will be tomorrow. The brain, which is preserved by the skull, is the most imperative organ in the human body. It tells the heart to beat, the lungs to breathe, the legs to walk, and the mind to think. It keeps the body balanced. You are both the skull that preserves the brain and the brain itself. It is your individual life that breathes air into the bodies of our institutions. Every class you pass, student, every lecture you teach, professor, every activity you plan, staff member, every donation you give, alumni. It is these actions that illuminate the legacy of our Black youth and their attendance into our HBCUs. See, generations grow up and they become the doctors, the lawyers, the scientists, and the musicians. The essence of Black culture influences all of the world around us. It reminds us that we have been here and we are not going anywhere. HBCUs reflect the commitment of Black generations to achieve a quality education for themselves and generations to come, a commitment that must be protected. So as you sit in your seat, realize that you are a literal example of legacy and preservation. And what you do in your time here affects those that come after us. And what you continue to do after leaving our institutions protects our HBCUs. So as you sit in your seat, realize that you and I can come together to ensure that those that come after us can stand on our shoulders as we have stood on the shoulders of those who came before us.
Miss Virginia State University. Our final contestant, Miss Winston-Salem State University, Taylor Walker.
To really know the full effect, the weight, and the gravity of our 101 historically Black colleges and universities, I invite you to sit back and be inspired by my use of the 4 letters, HBCU. First, let's start with H. HBCUs offer hope with help. With nearly 300,000 students enrolled in our HBCUs, 80% are African American, and 70% come from low-income homes and families. Now, graduation and retention rate of these students are highest among HBCUs. Next, we have B. HBCUs boost business by the billions. $14.8 billion to be exact. I'm talking local, state, and national economies have been greatly strengthened by the jobs, the opportunities, and the homecomings of, yes, HBCUs. Next, we have C. HBCUs offer culture. They offer careers, and they offer love. At an HBCU, you will get all of these. I am proud of my school, Winston-Salem State University, for being the largest producer of Bachelor of Science degrees for nursing among African Americans in the state of North Carolina. And did you know 1/3 of blacks with degrees in the area of STEM have earned them from, yes, an HBCU? As a queen who values the arts, journalism, and social justice, I have been inspired by many great HBCU alumni. These women's extraordinary reach has inspired generations with major cultural impact. I'm talking about queens. Shirley Caesar and Gladys Knight, graduates of Shaw University. I'm talking about Queen Oprah Winfrey, graduate of Tennessee State University. I'm even talking about Queen, the Honorable Stacey V. Abrams, graduate of Spelman College. See, these queens have inspired me. And as a sixth-generation Winston-Salem State University Ram, I not only encourage the legacy, but know the legacy so that we can continue the legacy. So lastly, that leaves us with the letter U. HBCUs need us to show unprecedented unity to ensure their continued success. HBCUs have paved the way for you and I. So now it is time for us to give our threefold love, our time, our talents, and our treasures to ensure that the weight, the gravity, and the reach of our HBCUs remain in full effect.
Thank you, Queens. What a wonderful display of intellect and beauty. Those were some dynamic presentations, were they not? Let's give the finalists another round of applause. The Miss NBCA Hall of Fame competition has had 33 winners. This week, those winners sponsored a luncheon for the participants. Let's meet some of the former National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame winners. Please stand and be recognized as I call your name. Miss Sharena Warner, 2017-2018, University of the Virgin Islands. Mrs. Guy Spears Green, 1988-1989, Alcorn State University. And Dr. Sharon Jenkins Dingle, 1990-1991, North Carolina A&T State University. While we wait for our young ladies to return, Dr. Jenkins Dingle will sing Still I Rise for your listening pleasure.
So before he starts that track, I want to give you a little backstory. One day I was reading Dr. Maya Angelou's And Still I Rise, and I said, I want to convert this into a song. I did that and I sent it to them, and they said, why don't you co-author that with her, and we'll feature it on her page. And so now you can get this as a single, co-authored by myself and Dr. Maya Angelou.
A Maya Angelou and Sharon co-authored musical rendition of And Still I Rise.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Cause I walk like I got old wells pumping in my living room. Hey, like the moons and like the suns, with the certainty of the tides. Just like hope, spring and high, oh, arise. Did you wanna see me broken, bowed head, lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cry.
One night or another with fear or pain or loss or disappointment, and yet each of us has awakened and risen, despite it all, black and white, Asian, Spanish, Native American, pretty, plain, thin, fat is the nobleness of the human spirit.
Oh, arise, 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 yes, arise, arise, oh, arise, like dust, arise, yeah, arise, 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 yes, arise, arise, oh, arise, like dust, arise, oh, hey, does my heartiness offend you? Don't you take it awfully hard? 'Cause I laugh like I got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your lies, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but I rise, hey, out of the hurts of history's shame into a past that's rooted in pain. I'm a black ocean leaving it wide, welling and swelling, I bury the tide, leaving behind life's terrors and fears, miraculously clear, bringing the gifts my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave, yeah, ooh, the slave, yeah, I rise, yeah, ooh, I rise, hey, I rise, yes, oh, yes, I rise, hey, like hope, I rise from the pain, I rise like dust, I rise, hey, we rise from the tears, we rise from the pain, we rise, history's shame, we rise, like dust, I rise, I am the hope and the dream of the slave, I'm so naturally. Thank you.
Still I rise, Dr. Sharon Jenkins Dingle. Give her another big round of applause. It is a wonderful feeling to be a part of an HBCU as a graduate of Tennessee State University and Howard University School of Law. Where would I be if it was not for an HBCU? Some of you don't know where you might be either. When nobody else wanted you. Oh, I don't know about you, but I had a 12 on the ACT and a 135 on the LSAT. Oh, but if it had not been for an HBCU on my side, 136 on the LSAT, but today I am Alicia J. Reeves, Esquire. They take good care of us at HBCUs. I'm through preaching for now. The next category is poise and projection, which is the evening gown competition. A total of 25 points can be earned in this segment. Queens will receive 15 points for poise and grace and 10 points for appearance and style. Please welcome contestant number 1, Spelman College.
You don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing, and it don't change. If I had it my way, you would know that you are. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see. I just wanna see how beautiful
more time for Miss Spelman College as we're getting ready for our next contestant, Miss Tennessee State University.
It's the sunrise and those brown eyes, yes. You're the one that I desire. When we wake up and then we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the Tylenol I take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine of my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part.
Our third contestant, University of Maryland, Eastern Shore.
If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you?
You don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing, and it don't change.
Our next contestant, Miss Virginia State University.
You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part.
It's the sunrise.
And our fifth contestant, Miss Winston-Salem State University.
When we wake up and then we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the Tylenol I take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine of my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best. won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something?
Let's welcome our 5 finalists back to the stage. And there you have it, the 5 finalists in their magnificent gowns. Please give them another round of applause. The final category of judging is the question and answer segment. The queens will be judged on how well she articulates her thoughts with ease and confidence. Each queen will be asked a question by a designated judge. She has 30 seconds to respond. A total of 30 points can be earned in this category. Contestant number 1, Ms. Spelman College. Please select a number between 1 and 8 once our microphone is back to the center of the T.
Number 4, please.
Number 4, Aletta Anderson.
Good evening. If you could choose any person from history to be your imaginary friend, who would it be and why?
Thank you for that question. If I could choose anyone in history to be my imaginary friend, I would choose Maya Angelou. As a poet, I understand the value and the necessity of mentorship, but also as a woman who grew up in a time where her constant existence was challenged by the systems that surrounded her life, she knows more than anybody how to persevere. Thank you for that question.
Contestant number 2, Miss Tennessee State University. We'll give our judges just one moment. Our judges ready? Miss Tennessee State University, please select a number between 1 and 8.
The number 7, please.
Number 7, Judge Melissa Chambers.
Good evening, Ms. TSU.
Good evening, Melissa Chambers.
Hello, Queen. Okay, my question is, if you were asked to be on a reality show, 1, would you do it? And if so, which would it be and why?
Thank you for that question. Yes, I believe I would be on a reality show. However, I would not be on any reality show that is currently on television. I would create my own reality show, TV show that displays historically black colleges and universities and the excellence that we do within our universities, that the various talents that our universities has brought us should be showcased to the world to let everyone know that HBCUs do truly run the world.
Our third contestant, Miss University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Will you please select a number between 1 and 8?
Number 1, please.
Number 1, Hank Stewart.
If you were a millionaire, what would be your top 3 priorities?
Thank you for that question. If I were a billionaire, I would dedicate most of my time and money to giving back to not only my institution that made me who I am today, but all historically Black colleges across the country, and to also make sure that immigration policies and laws are funded properly so that our families and children that are being separated by literally concentration camps in the United States can come back together, which is inhumane for them to be in these centers and detention centers, but also for our United States to be able to come together, and with my funding would be able to assist that. Thank you.
Contestant number 4, Miss Virginia State University. Will you please select a number between 1 and 8?
Number 4.
We've already had number 4. If you'd like to select another number, I'll take it now.
Number 2.
Number 2, Kim Arrington.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Thank you for that question. If I could have a superpower, it would be the power of healing. Healing people from their traumas and their depression and their sickness. I believe that the ability to heal not only other people, but also the ability of forgiveness and the ability to heal myself from my trauma would allow me to open up my heart and my mind to help others do the same. Thank you.
And contestant number 5, Miss Winston-Salem State University. Will you please select a number between 1 and 8?
8.
Number 8, Ricardo Lockett.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Is there a solution to gun violence in our country or community?
Thank you for that question. I absolutely believe there is a solution to gun violence in our country. We, as a race, as a country, as human beings, have a responsibility to set a standard, to be the standard. We must ask ourselves, why guns? Why at our homes? We must challenge policy leaders to take a stand so that we can protect ourselves, protect our community, and set a standard here in the United States of America. Thank you for that question.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. In a few moments, we will find out who will be named Miss NBCA Hall of Fame for 2019-2020. Queens, you may exit the stage. If for any reason Miss NBCA Hall of Fame cannot fulfill her duties, her first attendant will step in to aid her. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look.
I am Brittany Brianna Dorsey, a recent graduate of Morgan State University where I received my degree in social work. I'm originally from Queens, New York by way of Willingboro, New Jersey. Last year, I served as Miss Morgan State University for the 2018-2019 academic school year, and I competed in the National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame pageant last year. For me, I was extremely intimidated when I first touched down in Atlanta. I was like, what did I get myself into? I couldn't imagine what the turnout would be. I didn't even know, quite frankly, what to expect. However, I was excited, but extremely nervous. So the workshops were phenomenal. They were actually extremely life-changing. So my two favorites was one day we went to a middle school and we were able to talk to middle school students about the HBCU experience, exposing them to college, letting them know about what HBCUs are and how they actually couldn't impact their lives. Secondly, the call to womanhood was amazing, 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 amazing. And I believe that the lessons that I've learned in that session actually carried on throughout my reign. And now that I'm fresh out of college, the lessons that I've learned actually really benefit me and help me as a woman. The thing that I love the most is it didn't feel like a competition. It didn't feel like we were competing with each other. We actually used that time to bond, to get to know one another, and to really encourage each other and push each other. And the bonds that we built through the pageant weekend actually lived on. So we're actually all extremely close. We still talk to each other, check up on each other. They were big supporters for each other throughout our reigns, which was amazing. Just to serve as the epitome of what an HBCU queen is, I'm a true believer in honoring those that come before you. So being in a position where I can actually pave the way and set an example so that those that come behind me, it doesn't have to be as hard for them, or they have some gems that can make their reign easier. I believe also that queendom never truly ends, you know? You're a queen from within, and a title or platform, you know, that you get from your institution or you get from, you know, organizations like this, although it may end, I believe it's just the close of a chapter and an opening to another one. I just want to thank the National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame from the bottom of my heart. This has been a life-changing experience for me. I believe through this experience, I was able to learn my true power, realize who I am, understand that I am powerful beyond measures, understand that I no longer have to fear myself, understand that, you know, God truly has a big calling on my life, and I didn't realize it until I went through this pageant. So I'm extremely thankful. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to represent you all. Thank you for the connections. Thank you for the relationships. And I wouldn't be where I am today without you all. So I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
This year's final walk will be taken by Miss Brittany Dorsey, first runner-up to Miss National Black Hall of Fame. One more time for Miss Brittany Dorsey. While the final scores are being tabulated, let's bring up the chairman of the board of the National Black College Alumni Hall of Fame Foundation, Mr. Thomas W. Dortch, Jr.
Good evening. Have you enjoyed this evening thus far? This is the crowning moment for me every year after a long week of activities and workshops and forums and inductions to come to this event and see the young ladies who represent us on our campuses, who represent us now and will represent us in this world, to show that we have the very best on our campuses. So let's salute all of the queens again, please. Each and every one of you came as winners and you leave as winners. While they call this a competition, the reality is we're showcasing your talent, your beauty, and your intellectual capacity. And again, letting folks know if they're smart, they better get you in their corporations and in their foundations or in their midst. So we want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank the advisors for all that you've done, not just here, but what you've done throughout the year and spending the time with them, sometimes being surrogate mothers and being the big sister. I want to thank you because it shows well in terms of the bond that each of you came here with. I want to again congratulate the inductees from last night, those individuals who were inducted into the Hall of Fame. Are any Hall of Famers in here tonight? There we go. I want to give it up. Let me tell you, that class last night and the classes we have each year really shows us nobody can compete with HBCUs. So we want to thank you, each and every one of you, for that. Now, I want to thank Joanna and Dale. They're busy working. Young ladies, were they okay? Did they give you any headaches? Our producers and director for the, I hear in the back, and directors for this competition each year. So I want to thank them. I want to thank our corporate partners and sponsors, and to the fabulous judges that we have here. I'm going to get out of your way, I know, while we're waiting, and of course, the person who has been with us each year, Martin Hop Sifo, has been a phenomenal firm to make sure the numbers are accurate, and we want to, again, thank Mr. Martin for what he has done and continues to do in his work and support for us. For the staff that are here, and a very, very, very special thank you to Merrill Jackson, who's been our coordinator for this year and this weekend. Merrill, we thank you. We could not have done it without you. And all of the Hall of Fame team, thank you. The last thing are the presidents of our universities. I've been fortunate to have received degrees from the Fort Valley State University and from Clark Atlanta University. And of course, I hold 5 honorary doctor's degrees from Livingstone, from Fayetteville State, from Jarvis Christian, from, of course, and from Fort Valley State University and University of Maryland Eastern Shores. I want to thank all of you for the investment and your confidence in me, and that's why my scholarship funds are there. Those of you here, we need historical black colleges now more than ever before. When we look at the challenges there, the leadership of the graduates, the leadership of our students makes a difference. We don't want to be in an institution where we cannot express ourselves, where we cannot have our voices heard. If it were not for these great institutions, I wouldn't be where I am. If it were not for them, we would not be where we've been as a race and as a society. So let's keep these institutions strong. Let's invest in them. I sent all of my 5 children to HBCUs. That's because I trust and believe in them. And so if you won't send your children, send your dollars, because we need to make sure that future generations will be able to come to institutions that will nurture them, will give them a safe haven, but treat them as individuals, and individuals who they know are the leaders for the future and will make the difference today. So we thank you. Come back again next year. Be ready to spend some time. I know we'll announce the golf winners. We had again, this, while the competition has been around since the beginning, and this is our 34th year. We started 33 years ago with the Black College Golf Tournament. It's been the longest lasting tournament for historically black colleges and universities. We have a Division I and Division II. They will give you the names, but I can tell you that the Division I winners for the competition, which is sanctioned by the NCAA, was Florida A&M University. The Division II winner was Livingstone College. Those are the 2 winners. So you'll hear the official results a little later, but again, thank you, each and every one of you, and to my former queens who will always be our queens, thank you for representing and being there and now being mentors to the young ladies who come here. To the kings, we appreciate you. And Mr. HBCU, stand up. We want to make sure we thank you for your reign. We have our kings, but we have our king of kings here. We thank you, and while you're doing your thing at Morehouse College, we know you're going to make a difference in this nation as well. Thank you, all of you.
Well, it's almost that time. I'd like to ask the top 5 to please return to the stage. And let's bring all of our queens to the stage as well. All of our queens, as well as our top 5, please return to the stage at this time. Let's give them a big round of applause as they return. It's been a long, wonderful week. Give it up one more time for all of our beautiful queens as they return to the stage. I'd like to announce the National Black College Invitation Golf Classic results. Low medalist, Division I, Zane Brooks, Prairie View A&M University. Division II low medalist, Tyler Simmons, Miles College. In second place, Division I, Prairie View A&M University. Division II in second place, Miles College. In first place, Division I, Florida A&M University. Division II first place, Livingstone College. We have a few special awards before we get the results for the winners. This week's past winners of the competition sponsored a special luncheon for the queens, and they are donating a $500 scholarship called the NBCA Hall of Fame Queen's Service Award. Presenting this award on behalf of the queens is Dr. Sharon Jenkins Dingle.
Good evening, everyone. This is also a past Miss Hall of Famer, and her name is
Guy Spears Green.
So this year and in recent years, we've decided what we wanted to do is start giving back as much as we can. And so this year, we're giving away this $500 award to the young lady who has exemplified service. What they've done is they've written, given us some feedback on what service means to them and how they've been in service to the community.
The winner of the service award this evening started her own 501c3. Yes, that deserves some applause. For truly, she has already exemplified the desire to give back and has not just had the desire to fester in her mind, but she has allowed it to come into fruition. She has a service organization that's dedicated to mending the broken, lifting the falling, and irradiating the soul. Our winner of this year's service award is Miss Alabama State University, Miss Diane Cooper.
Congratulations. Our next presentation is the Spirit Entrepreneur Award. This award goes to the queen who sold the most ads. To help this presentation, please welcome back to the stage Miss Brittany Dorsey. The winner of the Spirit of Entrepreneur Award, Shantavia Wright, Miss Livingstone College. The next award goes to the nicest king and queen voted on by their peers this weekend, Mr. and Mrs. Congeniality. I have the results here. Mr. Congeniality, Kembre Stevens, Mr. Winston-Salem State University. And now, Miss Congeniality, Aretha Bernard, Clark Atlanta. We're getting down to the wire. It's almost time for us to announce the final results of tonight's competition. If you would, because so often in life, we just need a standing ovation to know that we're okay. Would you please stand to your feet and give all of these queens a standing ovation for all of their hard work, dedication, and effort supporting and representing their historically black colleges and universities. Bowie's here. Judging a competition is always a difficult task and a lot of work. I want you to give a big round of applause for all of our judges who took time out of their schedule. Judges, turn around and wave at them. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for coming out, supporting our queens. The suspense is heightening. Can you feel it in the air? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I'm waiting on the results. All of our presidents that are with us tonight, if we have any presidents in the room, please stand. Give it up for the presidents of our universities. And what would HBCUs be without our students? Give it up for yourself. I believe we are now ready. The moment we have all been waiting for. The fourth runner-up is Miss University of Maryland Eastern Shore. Our third runner-up, Miss Winston-Salem State University. Our second runner-up, Miss Virginia State University. And then there were two. The next name that I call will be your 2019-2020 Queen. Winner of tonight's competition, Miss Spelman College. As Miss Hall of Fame takes her victory walk, I'd like to announce the scholarship that will be awarded along with their places. The winner will receive a $3,500 scholarship, Miss Spelman College. First runner-up, Miss Tennessee State University, will receive a $2,500 scholarship. Second runner-up, Miss Virginia State University, will receive a $1,500 scholarship. Third and fourth runners-up will both receive a $500 scholarship. Please give it up one more time for the 2019-2020 Miss Hall of Fame, Spelman College. We've had a great time tonight. Thank you so much for coming, and enjoy the rest of your evening. See you here next time for the 35th annual competition. Be sweet, be kind to one another, and support an HBCU near you.